Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Buffalo Bills. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Marshall now, the return. Former Tar Heel T.J. Logan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop. Second down, here's Rosen. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. To throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Flacco off play action. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. The receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
On 2nd down, Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
3-19. 3-19.
Now Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Trying to get it to Clay that time. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw is Rosen. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. These Bills, Charles, broke the 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And while Bills fans, they reveled in their team's return to relevance, we know the NFL, it's a what have you done for me lately business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more plays from the quarterback position that are downfield, chunk plays to take some of the pressure off the defense. Remember, only 3 points scored in the playoff loss to the Jaguars.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. That escapes the sack. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And it's 3rd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Right there. All day, baby. Here we go now. 319. 319.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Watch it now, Barney. Blue landing.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And an alley to run. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Blue landing. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over.
On first down, Allen, and that is incomplete here. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gone. Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
Now Allen to throw again. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. 3rd down here. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Allen. He can run for it, and he will. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now let's go. 3:19. 3:19.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, Well, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
And how about that for Josh Allen? His first touchdown pass in the NFL. He had plenty of success while at the University of Wyoming. But when you throw your first touchdown in the league, that's what you've been dreaming of since you were a small child.
One to cherish forever, and you talk about his success. He had 44 touchdown passes in his 2 seasons at Wyoming. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've now missed the playoffs for the last 5 years.
They want to get back to doing things the Ravens way, which means toughness on both sides of the ball. So they'll want to continue to run it with Alex Collins. They added Orlando Brown in at right tackle. They want better push up front, but they have to throw the ball better as well. So they added Michael Crabtree in free agency, and the 2 tight ends. Grabbed them early. Hayden Hurst out of South Carolina and Mark Andrews out of Oklahoma. Then flip it over on defense. Want to continue to flock to the football the way that they've done for so many years.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Green 39, Green 39.
Now it's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Logan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Kyle Williams with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And now it's Rosen looking. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, it's his first career game, and now he has thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it?
Get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way, and he hopes it'll be the last for this game and not too many in his career.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
So after the IMT, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Oh, he stays up. It's Floyd on the right. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
And here's Allen operating from the gun. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Hey, slow down, slow down. Hurry up, he'll go over. 319. 319. Detroit, Detroit.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, this is Ivory. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try to open things up in the run game.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Allen going deep for Benjamin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Gone! Hurry up now, Barney, 39! Green, 39!
From the gun, Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Over! All right, here we go. 3-19! Detroit!
Allen now from the gun. He'll throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Decker, the intended receiver. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39! Barney!
This is Logan. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go now. Green, 39! Green, 39!
Rosen here down around his own goal line. He's got his rookie tight end. It's Mark Andrews. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
3-19!
Now Rosen looking to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's Rosen. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check 26, check 26. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Rosen will throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back now in Baltimore. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Gone! Green 39! Green 39!
Allen operating from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, here's Rosen. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Third and long here for Rosen. Well, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
A give to McCoy. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now let's go. Green 39.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get them up first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Green, 39.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 2nd down, Rosen. Hauling it in, Nelson. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Rosen's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Marshall. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Bills will take another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Baltimore, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week one victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.